Your Excellency, Dr. William Ruto, President of the Republic of Kenya and Commander-in-Chief of the Kenya Defense Forces, Governor Susan Kihika of Nakuru County, Principal Secretary for Energy, Mr. Alex Wachira, stand before you today at this very, very important juncture in the history of the energy sector in the country. Your Excellency, today's event marks a major milestone in the development of our energy infrastructure in the country. Your Excellency, as a ministry, I must appreciate that you have really given us very easy work. Your Excellency, our work as a ministry is simply to implement your policies. And your policies, Your Excellency, flow from your very progressive agenda for the country. And therefore, our being here today is part of that process of implementing your policy direction, Your Excellency. Your Excellency, this particular power plant, whose groundbreaking you have officiated today, this particular power plant by All Power 2022, All Power 22, is going to not only add additional power to the national grid, but is going to go a long way indeed, in terms of creating an opportunity for investors to come into our country. Your Excellency, investors invariably follow energy. And not just energy, but affordable and reliable energy. And that is what this power plant is going to achieve. And especially energy from geothermal resource, Your Excellency. Your Excellency, when investors come, ordinarily, of course, we shall have more opportunities for employment of our young people. Secondly, Your Excellency, what this power plant is going to achieve is to enable us to meet our commitment under the Paris Agreement, of 2015 on climate change, Your Excellency. By enhancing our installed capacity from green energy, Your Excellency, we shall be, of course, working towards achieving our commitment towards global warming mitigation, Your Excellency. Thirdly, Your Excellency, today we are not only witnessing the groundbreaking for this power plant, we are also going to witness the signing of an agreement, of an MOU, between Kaishan Group and KenGen, Your Excellency. That agreement is going to make it possible for the first time for this country to develop green hydrogen and then ammonia and eventually get fertilizer for our agriculture, Your Excellency. And that will contribute immensely towards the realization of your objective of food security, Your Excellency. And finally, Your Excellency, let me say this, that as a ministry, we are committed to continue to enhance our national grid. And that is a commitment we are very proud that you have your support. We are working closely with other institutions, including Parliament, to create an enabling environment for us to continue to generate more power from more power producers, Your Excellency. Finally, before I conclude, Your Excellency, I cannot fail to recognize the immense contribution and support that we have received from the political leadership of Nakuru County, led by Her Excellency Governor Susan Kihika and Waheshimiwa Wabunge. We continue to rely on you for your support, which is invaluable for us to be able to undertake our projects. Let me also acknowledge the support we have been able to receive over time from development partners, especially AFDB, AFD, JICA, EIB, and World Bank. I also want to acknowledge the support we have gotten from the KFS, the Kenya Forest Services, who gave us this land. Okay. Last but not least, I want to acknowledge the support from the National Treasury, which is ably represented here by Lawrence Kibet. Thank you very much for coming through for us. The AG's office and all the leaders from our sister entities. I can see there is EPRA here, there is KenGen, there is KPLC, and there is KTRACO. So without further ado, Your Excellency, it is my pleasure and great honor to invite you to come and address your people. Karibu sana Mheshimiwa Rais. Tusimame tumkaribishe Mheshimiwa Rais. Karibu sana.
That will make it possible for Nakuru County. 2 billion shillings have been allocated this year for the last mile connectivity of another 15,000 people in Nakuru County to access power in their homes. We are here to confirm the government's commitment to enhance economic efficiency and industrial competitiveness by lowering electricity costs. Additionally, our strategy to provide universal access to clean, affordable, and reliable energy is clearly on course, and geothermal power remains central to these grand efforts. Given the continually rising fossil fuels and the intensifying threat of climate change, investing in renewable energy is efficient, prudent, and sustainable. This is precisely what we are doing with geothermal energy. Upon completion, this plant will generate affordable power at Kenya shillings 8 cents per kilowatt hour, significantly lower than the cost of fuel alternatives, including fossil fuel. Investors like Ore Power 22 exemplify the value of government-private sector collaboration in attracting foreign direct investment and creating employment opportunities for our young people. And it is important for me and instructive for me to say that the investment we've come to launch here today is not funded by the government of Kenya. This is an investment by the private sector. They are going to put their money, 12 billion shillings, into this project, generate energy, and we will buy the energy from them. It is the exemplification of private-public partnership. To unlock the resource we have here, we need the private sector to invest. And with their investment, we get the energy. With their investment, we create jobs. With their investment, we expand industrialization. And therefore, there is a win-win outcome when the private sector and the public sector work together. Many people would have expected us as government to borrow money and come and invest in this facility. That is not the right way to go about it, because we do not want to burden the people of Kenya with either additional taxes or additional loans, when the private sector can do it much more efficiently. And that is the reason why Socian is a private investment. We are now getting power from there. Globlec is underway, and we are now starting Kaishan here. Through the instrument of power purchase agreement, we create the nexus between public resources, private investment, to unlock the potential for us to get our growth underway. It is also the same principle that we have used in developing the expressway in Nairobi. Private investors invested in the expressway. We are using that facility. Through tolling, they are collecting their investment. It is also the same principle that we are using on our transmission lines. I am very happy that for the first time in Kenya today, we We will have a transmission line from here in Menengai that will go to Olkalau, that will go to Nanyuki, supply power to that region all the way to Meru. They will, for the first time, access geothermal power from Menengai. That investment is being made by the private sector. The Adani Group are investing in the transmission line. Their money, 95 billion. We would have otherwise gone to borrow that money, burden the people of Kenya. This is now a private sector investment, the same way Keshan here is a private sector investment, the same way Sosian is a private sector investment. We will pay for that transmission line using a wheeling charge that has been negotiated. And it is important for us as a nation to appreciate that a partnership between public and the private sector gives us a win-win outcome where we can deliver public services and public goods using the efficiency of the private sector, investment of the private